Into the game. Tigers in number 14. So too Reiki playing against her old side. Reiki, second season at the West Tigers, but began her NRLW career at Canberra. For Manira's kick on the last, and good distance on this. Down it goes to Simpson though. And Lee Simpson bring it back to the 30 for Canberra. Ricky, left north, clutching it thin air, and then gets a penalty. Shoulder charges the call here from the referee on Salvador. Now it's Reiki. It's Reiki who he's got there. The no wrapping motion with that left arm.
Oh, how are we all this afternoon?
Not quite finding your arms wrapping around the body.
Yes, I didn't come down, unfortunately. Did you meet Reedy? Did you get a chance to speak to Reedy? He was wandering around. Let's see if I can turn this telly down.
Well, this might be the opportunity. Struggle for territory. They will get a great opportunity here.
Just trying to get the bloody YouTube chat up on my phone. It's not. Doesn't seem to be working. Well, here we go. Oh, you watching the NRL dub? Hello everybody, just chilling, just getting the stream warmed up for the big game this Arvo. Just watching the NRLW at the moment. Canberra leading the Tigers 12-0. You know, if you've got any questions or anything you want to discuss, West Tigers or otherwise. Let me know your tips, who you think's going to win the game this Arvo. Do a little bit of commentary. Alright. Alright, so plays the ball to Noor, who goes right to Keezy Apps, who free running up over halfway and gets a penalty for some extra stuff in the ruck. So the Tigers 12-0 down with 11.5 minutes left in the first half. Keezy gets a penalty just over the halfway line. So the Tigers will get a chance to put some pressure on the Canberra try line. So far, they've had a lot of opportunities down Canberra's end, haven't really had much, they haven't really looked like scoring, even with all of the ball that they've had. And Canberra have capitalised on a couple of opportunities. Early in the game, Canberra had all the running, but the Tigers have, clawed their way back into it. But yes, unfortunately, they seem to have a lot of issues converting their field position and their opportunities into points this year. They certainly lack threats. You've got Harmony Crichton in the side on the left, and the ball's about to go over to her. Faifua actually gets it to Turnbull, who splits them, and Turnbull scores. Turnbull scores in the corner. Beautiful. That's the NRLW top try scorer. They've only had her in the side this season. She's played most of her games this year on the wing, moved into fullback in the last couple of weeks, and she scores. So Canberra now lead 12-4 over the West Tigers, who are now on the board. It was great work by the halfback Monero, who went to the left to the 5'8" Faifua, gets it on a Turnbull, who splits them pretty cleanly and beats two to get over in the corner. It'll be a difficult conversion. I would say sub 1% chance of kicking it, but Turnbull did really, really well. I think so far this year, Turnbull has been far and away the West Tigers NRLW Player of the Year. I don't even think it's close. She's a wonderful, wonderful little player, and she's only going to get better too. She's definitely got something, that's for sure. And she's now the all-time leading try scorer for the West Tigers. Congratulations to her. I might have to get something up there. Tigers definitely don't have a goal kicker. Congratulations, fullback Caitlin Turnbull for the West Tigers NRLW. You are now the highest try scorer in the history of the club in your first ever season with 7. Congratulations, awesome effort. You are a star. Hello, anybody out there? Comment up in the comments and let me know if you're watching. Say hi. I'll just be watching the game, doing some commentary. We're watching NRLW at the moment. Caitlin Turnbull just scored. The Tigers are behind 12-4 with 9.5 minutes. If you're not watching, 9.5 minutes left in the first half. It's been a pretty even contest. That was the first time that the Tigers actually threatened and they scored. They've had a lot of opportunities, but they just haven't actually been able to really look like scoring until now. But Turnbull just did really well and converted some field position into points. And they've really struggled to come out of their end there. And Monero's kicking from the 40. Does find the grass though. So Canberra now coming out of their own end, get it back to the 30, and they're up over the 30 on the first tackle. So immediately back onto the attack. Wow, they just did well to stop him there. Gee whiz. Turnbull just saved a try there, and that was fantastic defense. She is actually awesome. She's a great player. Needs some help. Yeah, Raiders are really on top from the field position battle. Even immediately after the try, the Tigers struggled to get up over the 40, and now on the second set of 6 after the try, Canberra are now over halfway on the first tackle. So Canberra 518 run meters to the Tigers 360, 162 post contact meters to the Tigers 89. Gee whiz, the Tigers are going to have to defend good on their own line to compete in this one. Yeah, the Tigers have also not really had much luck with injuries this year. They've had to make 2 emergency signings halfway through the season just to fill out the roster. They brought Portia Burke in from the Norths Devils up here, and Ruby Fafita, who have been playing in the BMD Premiership in Queensland for Tweed Seagulls. And they've defended their own line again, but so they're hanging in there. They'll be doing well to get to half time. Ugh. Hello everybody again, it's Mac here from West Tigers Faithful, doing a bit of a watch along this afternoon. At home alone, so I thought why not. And it's 2 games on, I'm currently watching the NRLW. Yeah, keen to have a chat. If you've got anything to ask, anything you want to talk about, any discussion points whatsoever, do let us know. And if you want to come on and to have a bit of a chat with me on stream, you can do that too. Oh dear. Tigers give away a penalty. Canberra already 40 out from the Tigers line will now kick for touch to get pretty deep onto the attack. Oh, on report for high contact too. That's no good. Come on, girls. Hold them out. Canberra deep on the attack. Play the ball 2 out from the Tigers line. Spreading it left. The 7 puts it on to the 11, who's been real good. I don't know the Canberra players. I'm just going to call them by their numbers. But Tigers have defended really, really well. They've only conceded 2 tries, and Canberra have had 80-something percent of the field position territory. Oh yes, they've defended their line again. Jinxed their back row, number 11, who scored a really good try earlier. She just puts it down cold. I like watching NRLW, honestly. It reminds me of what football was like watching it in the 90s. It's a slower sort of game, like obviously, but I don't know, it feels a little bit more like traditional to me. I don't know how else to describe it. Carlin girls, let's see if I can manifest a penalty. Penalty Tigers! Here we go, let's go. Yeah, that's a good carry. That'll get us a penalty, surely. Oh, hands all over the ball, ref. Monero into Keezy. Keezy with a good run. If only Keezy had more people running support lines, they'd make some good breaks. Salma North from dummy half. She puts it onto the 15. Reeves, I think that is. Reeves, yeah. Alright, they got up over halfway primarily because of Keezy, and Salma North puts the kick in. Fielded by the winger, and that's good. I mean, they're out to the 30 on the first play, but on the previous set of 6, they were up over halfway on the first play, so they won about 25 meters on that set there. So they got 2 minutes till half time. Canberra lead the Tigers 12-4. Canberra coming out of their own end on tackle 3. And this center takes it up to the halfway line. Alright, and that's another nice... Oh, only 5 metre carry there. The Tigers defence muscles up. So Canberra about 44 metres out from the Tigers try line on tackle 4. Tackle 5. That's a good run. Alright, so 35 out on the last. And the halfback puts a pretty good, pretty big kick into the fullback Turnbull, who takes it well, and she beats the first player. Oh, it's a good return. She gets it up over the 20, out to the 25 metre line. Plays it back to the 2, I believe that's Rebecca Pollard. It's a pretty handy little player, to be honest, Pollard. I don't mind her. Monera spreads it out to the left, which is Lily Rogan coming in from the wing to take a carry. Gets it up to the 45. 45 seconds left on the clock. Tackle 4. Salma Noor spreads it left to Faifua, who spreads it further left to the number 12, who I believe is Montana Clifford, who carries it up over the halfway line. 45 out, tackle 5. Jessica Reeves straightens up, takes another carry, and the Tigers on the last with 20 seconds left on the clock, about 38 out from the Canberra line. Comes back to Monero, who spreads it on to Caitlin Turnbull, who gets it away to Emily Bass, who beats the player. Oh my God, it comes back to, who's that, Monero? Monero gets it back to Turnbull. Turnbull straightens. Turnbull gets it back to Lily Rogan, who gets it back to Monero, who dummies. She gets it back to Lily Rogan. Oh my gosh, that was bloody heart attack stuff. She puts a grubber in at the end and Canberra regain it, but gee whiz, that was good. That was good. Nah, I'm not 30 seconds behind. The stream's 30 seconds behind. But that's okay. Just pause your stream until you catch up with where I'm at. Happy days. You just gotta pause your stream and get in sync with me, and then we'll be sweet. That was cool. Ending the first half there. The Tigers, they're in the game, but it's a bit challenging for them. Unfortunately, Canberra, the Tigers are just young. They lack depth. They lack a little bit of spark. It was a good set of 6. I'll tell you who's a good player, Caitlin Turnbull, mate. This is her first season of NRLW. She sort of came out of nowhere. She's having a great first year. And now the all-time leading try scorer for the West Tigers NRLW was 7. Coming in her first season. How's that? I got this. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, KO is a little bit like that. Sup, faithful West Tigers fans and anybody else who's joining us. It's half time in the NRLW. The Tigers trail Canberra 12-4. You know, I don't really know what to make of the Tigers NRLW side because, like, they seem to play for each other. They've got good spirit. They've got good energy. You know, they seem to be buying into the coaching and stuff, but just struggle to compete every week. It seems like that's all there is to it. Like, it just seems like that they just struggle to compete. Just don't have the quality in the side to compete with the better sides. Mate, I live in Brisbane. It's no easy feat to fly all the way to Sydney for a game. But I mean, I was definitely gonna do it. And then on Friday before the game, my partner told me that I had to go to bloody K-pop Demon Hunters sing along thing in the cinema on the Sunday with my daughter. So what? Sorry, honey, I want to spend $1,000 flying down to Sydney and watch the Tigers. I don't know how she would have taken that, eh? Probably not well. At a certain point, I'm going to have to make a tough decision between my family and the Tigers, I think. That was a joke. Half time. I wonder if Marcy's going to play today. He's the player remaining on the in jumper 18 at the moment. I saw NBWT on X said that Benchy left him as 18th man just so he could get around the game day squad. But I don't know. We'll find out pretty soon whether or not he's going to play though. In about half an hour, the final team list will come out, and I will definitely mention it on this stream. Yeah, man, that 6 minutes in the second half was pretty fucked. Oh, I was watching that game up here, right in this chair, and I felt like we were just in control. Felt like we were just in control that whole game, even though the Cowboys didn't go away. It just felt like I don't know, all the vibes were good, and then just bang, 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 bang. Fuck, crazy. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. We're used to it as Tigers fans, aren't we? I know I am. What do you think next year, though, Clayton? You reckon that we'll make the 8 next year? You confident? What do you think we need to work on? Yeah, and I actually think we've improved our depth out of sight, really. Like, if you compare the quality of the development players for next year versus the quality of the development players for this year, very different. I think that you'll see actually quite a lot of the development squad playing NRL next year. Whereas this year, you know, we've got Will Craig and, you know, some Lachlan Broadlow, I think, is on development at the moment. Like, these players are just nowhere near first grade. Next year on development, we've got like Ethan Roberts, who was 18th man for the Roosters a couple of times earlier in the year. We've got Javon Andrews, who, you know, is a very good player. Christian Tapau-Moores and Phoenix Godinay, who, you know, with good off seasons could definitely, you know, start pushing claims for first grade next year. And then you look at, like, you know, Justin Matamua and Brandon Toomuth, who are in the top 30 playing Ron Massey Cup, actually playing in the Ron Massey Cup Grand Final this afternoon, I think. I think it's this afternoon. Let me check. Not Grand Final. It's an elimination final. Qualifying final for the Grand Final. It's the old format. Yeah, Javon is a bit of a beast. Yeah, 5 p.m. today. And the elimination... So today in the Ron Massey Cup, the elimination finals are on Mounties versus Magpies. Loser's out. Winner plays the loser of the St. Mary's versus Hawks game, which is later this Savo. And the winner of the St. Mary's versus Hawks game, which is 5 p.m. this Savo at St. Mary's Leagues, the winner goes to the Grand Final, Ron Massey Cup. So we've got Will Craig playing on the wing for Ron Massey Cup. We've got, who is an NRL development player. We've got Jaden Tanner, Joe Lovadua, Jerome Momasia, Noah Johansson, Vaka Aho, who have all played New South Wales Cup this year. Plus we've got top 30 players, Justin Matamua and Brandon Toomuth in that side. So that's at 5 p.m. the Savo. Go down there. Go down and check it out. It's at St. Mary's Leagues. Man, it's the only Tigers affiliated team that's going to make the finals this year, and it's a final. Get your Tigers gear on and go down there and cheer the lads on. Why not? Fuck it. If I was in Sydney, I would go. Yeah. But as I was saying, next year, you know, just literally having, even Maverick Geyer, like I've been making the point on the podcast that people are like, oh, what a terrible signing. It's like, is Maverick Geyer better than Brandon Toomuth? I don't think that's in question. Is Maverick Geyer better than, you know, Justin Matamua? Is Maverick Geyer better than Kit Lolaliti? Is Maverick Geyer better than Charlie Murray? These are all reasonable questions. Is he better than Tony Sukkar? Is he better than Alex Seyfarth? You know, I mean, I think that, you know, he'll play a lot of first grade next year because he is better than all of those players I named, I believe. I believe he's a better player than Alex Seyfarth. So, you know, I think everybody, like, thinks that, you know, when you're going to sign 30 players and you see a deliberate signing of somebody who is meant to be like the 25th to 30th player on the depth chart, it's like, oh, what a terrible signing. It's like, is that such a bad signing if it's the 27th player on the depth chart? The answer is no. Our worst player in our top 30 next year is going to be probably better than like our 23rd best player this year, right? And that's how you improve the depth of the squad. So, yeah, like on Javon, I got good vibes too. I can't say I've seen him play too much, but he looks classy, that's for sure. Good size for NRL. So yeah, with you know, if he can get his body right and handle the grind, there's no reason why he can't go on with it. Yeah, look, I mean, improve by, like, I think Maverick Geyer would be a top 30 player in most clubs, but as Frothy Rip says, we've got players in our top 30 that wouldn't be. So, you know, I'm not to say he would be a top 30 player at every club, or they probably would be, to be honest. Like, you know, depending on what his salary was, but it's not just him either, you know. Like I said, there's players on development next year that are better than players that we have in our top 30 this year. Our Jersey flag side's going really, really well this year, and a lot of those guys are going to come into reserve grade. Players like Max and Mitch Tautua and Joe Lanyon and Tino Tavana and Jared Hayward. Jared Hayward's another one on NRL development next year. He's a gun. Phoenix Godinay, a lot of people probably hear us talk about Phoenix Godinay or hear may have heard other people talk about Phoenix Godinay, but I don't think people realise just how good that kid is. Australian schoolboy started this year, but he's started playing New South Wales Cup over the last 2 weeks. He's only 17. He's only 17. And he's playing New South Wales Cup in the back row and holding his own. Not dominating, but he's only 17. It's pretty impressive. The rise there. Yeah, well, Charlie Murray's playing NRL because we have depth issues. I mean, this week I might have favoured Kit Lolalii over Murray, but I think where Murray's getting favoured is because he provides Api Coruscant cover as well as forwards cover, and also could probably play in the back row. I think Charlie Murray's a really good utility piece. I mean, he's really good utility piece, but he's not particularly good at anything. But if there was a crisis and you had Charlie Murray at centre, it's probably better than having to move Tony Sukkar to centre. That sort of player. 13 back row cover, 9 cover, probably centre cover, prop cover. A lot of the other players that we have in the roster in the depth are very much specialists in their positions. Which is why I'm really bullish on Josesi Lanyon. Because Josesi Lanyon's that sort of player, that Sevilla Havili kind of player, who's a power running middle kind of player, but he's a very good 9. Started to really come into his own as a 13 this year. But I could easily also see him doing a good job in the back row, in the halves, and the centres. So keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, but he won't. I mean, that's the problem, Frothy. Seafarth does. Oh, there's Turnbull going. Wow, man, she's so good. I love that chick. That should have been a penalty too. That should have been a repeat set because they yanked on her ankle when she got up. Fucking Tigers never get penalties like that. It's a load of shit. That was a good set though to start the half, and they've got Canberra pinned down inside their 10. Thing I like about Turnbull is she gets better every week. She's getting better every single week. And that's what we need. We need these players to not plateau in their development because we don't seem to make star signings. Hey, that's a knock on. Come on, ref. Thank you. All right. Tigers will get the ball about 35 out from the Canberra line. Here we go. Good start to the half for the girls. But yeah, on Seafarth, he's okay. But he gets binned too much. He gets suspended. He gives away penalties, and it's past the point of being able to say if he can get it out of his game, he can't. If he was gonna, he would have by now. This is his 7th season in the NRL, mate. It's not like he's a rookie. Maybe I'm exaggerating. He might be 5th or 6th, but he's been around for ages. Alright, Fanua takes it up to the 25. Salmanor to the left to Reeves, on to Faifua. Faifua puts it short to Montana Clifford, who takes it well under pressure and is taken down by 3 Canberra defenders. Nor to the left to Faifua, who dummies in, on to Harmony Crichton out in the centres, who's taken down about 11 out, plays the ball on the 10. Faifua to the right. Salmanor has to stop it with her foot. Beats the first player, but that is a pretty bad 5th play. Last tackle now. Faifua spreads it to the right. Manera takes it. Manera with a pretty nothing kick. Oh, man, that's disappointing. And the Tigers get it straight back, though. Right? Rips the ball out straight away, and they're immediately back on the attack. 5 out. Yeah, man, they need a 7 badly. Badly. Like when they need to put a play on, it's just like Monera just kicks it back to Canberra, and she does it every week. But she's a rookie in this. She's a rookie in this league. She's a rookie in this side. She's a rookie in this sport. She's a Australian women's rugby sevens player. So she's yeah, and she's also not first choice because we're missing Lizana Lutu. Oh wow, gets it away and North scores. Nice offload. Here we go. Let's go, girls. Where are Canberra on the ladder? Tigers now lead 12-8. Fuck yeah. Salmon Orr, good player, very young, but very good. I don't know what they're doing with Noor and Saville and Berryman Duff, because like the Tigers, I think that their nines are like a strength sort of, but it seems like every week it's different nines in their side. Like Noor played women's premiership last week, Saville played in the NRLW, and now Saville's playing women's premiership and Noor's in the NRLW, and it seems to be chopping and changing every week. It can be so hard to form combos. So hard to form combos. Alright, Canberra second last on the ladder, so this is a big game for the Tigers if there are any chance of avoiding the spoon. In fact, if they win this, they'll come off the bottom of the ladder, so... Sione Fainu has been the most improved player in the Tigers squad this season. He's a smart player and an absolute workhorse. Couldn't agree more. He's definitely been the most improved player. I can see what he needs to work on. It's his defence. He makes good contact. He likes to be dominant, but he misses a lot of tackles. But in attack, he's a threat. And obviously, he can do a good job there in the right back row. He won't play right back row next year. Kai Pearce-Ball will have that spot. But... no, Sione's good. I'm a big fan of Sione, and he loves his social media. He's always reacting to fan posts on social media on Instagram. And I owe him a night at the Marrickville brothel. If you know, you know. Oh. That was a dodgy kickoff. All right, 12-10, 30 to go. Tigers balls deep. Well, flaps deep in this game. Flaps deep. Fuck, that's a visual. All right, Jade Fanua, good carry up to the 40. Plays the ball on the third tackle. Salmon Orr takes it, goes left to Reeves, who spins it to Faifua, on to a very fast-running Portia Burke. That's a good play. They made about 18 metres on that carry. Plays about 42 out, Portia, on to the 17, who gets it on again. They're looking good here. They're moving the ball. They're running hard, running fast. Reeves plays it back to Noor, who gets it right to 17 again. I'll have to look up her name. Monera grubbers it through. She gets it back. Oh, and she gets absolutely belted, but it's 6 again. Oh, Keezy just gets ankle tapped. Plays the ball back to Noor, who gets it right to Turnbull. Turnbull scores! The Tigers hit the lead! Wow! Let's go! I need one of those, like, horns. Bam, 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 bam. Go, girls. That was a nice little chip and chase from Monera, but she got absolutely crunched, but got the ball back. Who's that 17? I haven't seen her before. I thought Keezy was going to score there, but there's Turnbull now. She extends her lead as the all-time leading try scorer in West Tigers history. 17 is Yemima Etuali. Killing it. Go Yemima. 15's Ranky. Not Reeves. Tara Ranky. Sorry, Tara. That's good. If they can win today, they'll come off the bottom of the ladder, so that's awesome. Come on, Emily. It's the wind doing it's Canberra, so it's probably going left then right then left. Oh, wow, she's nailed it. She's got a... Does she toe poke? Does she toe poke? Do we have a toe poker? Holy crap. 16-12, the Tigers lead. Caitlin Turnbull, you're a star, mate. I'm going to have to get Caitlin Turnbull on the potty. What do you guys reckon? Yeah. Man, the fullback read her well there because she could have easily bitten on the dummy that Monera threw there, and then Monera would have just gone straight past her and scored a ripper try. All right, girls, better just keep up this, positive style of play, and not, try to protect this lead because that's definitely how to lose. All right, Jade Fanua takes it up to about the 30, plays the ball back to Salmanor, gets it on to Yamana Atuale, who's been good since coming on, and she bustles her way up to about 35 out from the Tigers line. Faifua gets it on to Portia Burke. Portia Burke's playing in the back row. I wonder where Clifford is. Gets it back to Salmanor. Oh, gets it left to Faifua, who throws it forward to... Jesus. Oh, that sucks because they were away, but yeah, that was definitely a mile forward by Faifua, unfortunately. Geez, I don't know. That was a little bit backwards out of the hands. Tough. It definitely drifted forward though, but an easy one to call forward, but. All right, girls. Defend with positivity. Get up in their face. That's good from Nor. That's good defense. That's what you want. Canberra. Play the ball just over the halfway line. The dummy half makes a good solid 13 metres. Plays it back. Toka. Sounds like one of those games my daughter plays on her iPad. Alright, they're 25 out. They're a bit one out, so the Tigers not threatened so far. Play the ball 18 out, 2 tackles left. And now they get a little bit expensive. The ball's juggled there. The fullback gets it on. Oh, here we go. Oh, good tackle there by the little 5'4", little 5'8", 5'4", with a bit of a try saver there. Ankle grabs. Here they go. They're straightening, and it looks like they've saved it. Yep, they've stopped it, but they'll be in trouble here now, the Tigers, because in the NRLW it's very, very hard to get off your own line. So they play the ball 1 metre out. That's a good carry there by Lily Rogan. Pollard would get it, hey? Cool. All right, here we go. Play the ball. Nor gets it onto Keezy Apps, who... that's a great carry, Keezy. She's still going. 20-metre carry. That's awesome work by Keezy. Captain's run there. Nor gets it on to Togatuki. Togatuki makes another 15 metres and gets a quick play the ball. And Nor gets it on to Monera, who gets it right to Emily Bass. No, that's Lily Rogan over there on the right, number 4, I think. Play the ball to... No, I get them mixed up. Monera gets the ball and kicks it. They've done well there. They've got it all the way down to the Canberra 15. 20. I am delayed. Just pause the stream and catch up to me so that you're on the same wavelength, bro. My stream is delayed. It's like... I'm watching KO, which is slightly delayed, and then my stream to you is about 30 seconds delayed. So it is a little bit like that. Just pause KO and catch up. Let me catch up to you. It's 23:41 on the clock for me. All right, Canberra play the ball in the last 45 out. And get a kick away. It'll go straight down the throat of Caitlin Turnbull, who is quite dangerous from this position. And oh, that's a bit high, ref. Come on. Where's the penalty? Dog. All right. Gets it on to Pollard. That's high as well. Where's the freaking penalty ref? This fucking guy. Jesus Christ. Now, Tigers have all the running here. Keep going, girls. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keezy with a great carry. And they're pulling through every tackle. Get it wide. Okay, Nor just goes from dummy half. Okay, they get up all the way to the 30 on the last. So what are they going to do now? I say run it. Don't put a shitty kick in. Oh, Turnbull gets the ball and kicks it. That's a good kick, I suppose. That's not a bad idea. Man, Turnbull might just be the best player in the whole of the NRLW, I reckon. Big call. Yeah, nah. But she's a breath of fresh air on this side, that's for fucking sure. I really want to get Caitlin Turnbull on the potty. She's a gun. Oh no, that was a... Oh no, man. Who's that fucking bird? That number 2 by Canberra just got them way out of trouble. Mackenzie Wiki. That'd be Ruben Wiki's daughter is my assumption. Runs like that guy too. Alright, so Canberra spreading it on the 5th tackle. Comes out to the winger who's grasped. Who's our 3? Oh, that's Crichton, that's right. Alright, Canberra gets turned around a little bit and bomb it on the last. It's going to come straight down to Turnbull again, who gets collared. 19 out for the Tigers line. Alright, so we got back into a bit of a grind here. The Tigers still lead 16-12 in this bottom of the table clash between the last place and second last place. If the Tigers win this game, they will go into second last place. So they'll pull themselves off the bottom of the table. And they'll also have won 2 out of the last 3 games. So let's go, girls. Get around it. Oh, Faifua has the ball stripped off her and Canberra knock it on. And Turnbull gets it back and it's 6 again. All right. So the Tigers have the ball on the 0 tackle, 35 out. And there is Reinke taking it up to the 40. And it's raked out again by Canberra. This time they give away a penalty. No? Yeah, they give away a penalty because there's 2 in the tackle. Wow, Canberra getting a little bit desperate here. So the Tigers get a penalty, 40 out from their own line. So they'll get another chance to score. I have to memorise some of these Canberra players' names. Oh, Leanne Tafunga's playing for them. She played for us last year. Samaima Tau for the 13's good player. Alright, so the Tigers on the first tackle carry it up to the... Oh, Harmony Crichton gets straight through off the tap and gets up all the way to the 20. Great run by Harmony Crichton. Alright, Nor goes right. And it centers it to Togatuki, who straightens and takes the hit up. She gets an offload away to Reinke, who gets it to Minera, on to Keezy Apps. Keezy Apps stands in the tackle and drags defenders up and over the 10-meter line. She will get up and play the ball back now. Minera into Edewale, who is very close to the try line. She'll play the ball 1 meter out back to Nor on the 3rd tackle. Nor left to Faifua. Faifua dummies onto Turnbull, onto Crichton. And Canberra defend well there. They scramble well and get many numbers in the tackle, and Crichton plays the ball on the 5th tackle. All right, centre now to Salman Nor, who pivots and is taken down in front of the posts on the last tackle. Togatuki grabs the ball and 1 out offload to Reinke, who is tackled. That is a fucking terrible last play! Ha! What the fuck? What was that? Chat? Fuck, man. Why is Togatuki getting the ball and ball playing on the last to Tara Reinke? What the fuck is that? Anyway, Canberra up to the 30 on the 3rd tackle. Tigers want to be careful not to give them good possession here. All right, Portia Burke. Good tackle there. Fuck, no, what an annoying last tackle option that was. They just crazy. They just have to give the ball to Turnbull. They've got Turnbull and Keezy. They're the two that can score a try just by giving them the ball in space inside the 20. That's all they've got to do. It's not hard. Like, they've got other players in the team who are just, like, trying to be heroes and like, oh, I can be an NRLW player too. You're not. You're a squatty. Just fucking give the ball to the good players. This is under 16 shit. That's a penalty, ref. Nah, stay down. Yeah, I'm sick of this ref, Ben. Ref both teams evenly, you twat. Yeah, no, that wasn't high. Bass is being a bit of a baby. But don't tell him I said that. It was high as fuck. High as. Like, mate, that's massive contact. Forearm to the chin. That's bullshit. Send off. Should be a send off and a penalty. Come on, girls. Get in there, Togatuki, and fucking take a carry. Instead of ball playing inside the 10. That's what you're good at. Get in there and smash them. Skittle some defenders, love. All right, Nor gets it right to Pollard, and it's forward from dummy half. That's fucked. That's fucked. What a terrible pass! Sorry. I just care, you know. I just care. I care too much. That is my problem. If I have a problem, it is that I care too much about football. I care too much. I care so much that on my weekend, after a long, hard week of work, at 2 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon, I'm sitting here live streaming myself watching NRLW. Don't be like me. That's a knock on. Come on, girls. Just get numbers in the tackle. Number up. They've got nothing. They're fucking shit. Just make tackles. Good tackle. Oh, good offload, though. Oh, here we go. This is dangerous. They're spreading it. They're going a little bit fucking ADHD. They're going a bit neurodivergent with their play here. All right. Taufa gets it. Comes back to the 6. Who gets absolutely fucked up by Harmony Crichton? Oh, he says Crichton knocks on. Be challenging that. 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 They are challenging that. And they should challenge that because she didn't touch it. And then the Canberra player knocked it on. Exactly, crazy. Been saying, I don't know if you listen to the podcast every week, but oh, fuck off. She didn't even touch it. You're a fucking jag-off, mate. I'll be right back. Baiting. Nacho cheese twisties. Like, seriously. Red packet Doritos are the fucking go. Not yellow packet Doritos. Yellow packet Doritos. What is this crap? What is this yellow packet Dorito shit? I'm gonna have to issue a formal complaint to HR and get the red Doritos. Good defense, but if you're in the future, don't say anything. Just pause your stream and catch up with me. Good defense. Good defense. Yeah, they don't have to give away 6 again here, right? Ooh. Good work, Keys. Hey! Nice defense. Who's the Canberra coach? He looks like a jockey. What are you on, ref? Fucking idiot. right, tackle 2. And Harmony Crichton takes a carry, gets it up to the 10. She's a good player, man. Good size. She looks a lot more, how do you say, a lot more of a threat. Man, they're just going after the ball constantly. 6 more. Man, Canberra going strip crazy, but all they've done is help us with it. They need to stop. I know. Frothy would say Rebecca Pollard should go strip crazy. Hey? Oh, Casey. Berryman Duff there at 9 gets into Turnbull, who's playing in the fullback, halfback position there. Berryman Duff, Faifua. Faifua puts it up in the air, and coming through is Portia Burke, the 12, who will tackle the fullback 1 metre out from the line. Go hard on the defence, girls. Pin them. Go, Portia. Go, Portia. Good tackle. Yeah, man. This has been a really good second half by the girls. They're a second half team. They often do this in the second half. But this next 5-minute period is when they often fuck it up. Like, without trying to manifest a negative outcome, usually what happens here is a bit of a penalty sort of situation or a big line break try, another try, and then suddenly they're behind and they can't score the final try to, win the game. So, yeah. If they can get another try though, that was a great return. Pollard all the way up to the halfway line nearly on the return. Turnbull fends off 1, fends off 2, fends off 3. Oh, no, she doesn't get around the third defender. She plays the ball though, but I don't think she was entitled to run. Portia Burke gets it in space and takes all the metres on off of that, up to the 30. Plays the ball back to Perryman Duff. Berryman Duff. Duffman on to Minera, who passes to Apps, who gets it on to Caitlin Turnbull, who is all over the park. Like, this is a woman of the match performance, if ever I've seen one from Caitlin Turnbull. Faifua grubbers into the in goal. It's a nice little kick, and the Canberra defenders will be in serious trouble there. Awesome. Nice grubber by Faifua, who may be the smallest recorded human being to ever actually play professional rugby league. David Middleton, find out if that's the case. Is the Tigers number 6, Jatea Faifua, the smallest human being to ever play professional rugby league? Line dropout, 11 minutes left on the clock. Tigers lead Canberra 16-12 in Canberra. Bottom of the table clash. Tigers win this and they get off the bottom of the ladder. They will jump Canberra. So this is a huge game. Massive implications. All right, Bass plays the ball. Faifua gets it. Faifua gets it onto Portia Burke, who can't get the ball down. Oh, no. Portia Burke must have stood on the sideline anyway. I don't think she got it down, but yeah, she did. She's not used to being on the wing while young Portia. Oh, she dropped it anyway. Yeah. Oh well. It was a good play by Faifua. It's all right, girls. Just get back on it. Get back in the defence. I am a healthy man. Doritos and Pepsi Max. Oh, look at the G-banger. Hell yeah. Oh, Canberra, the 9 just takes all the metres there. But it is a knock on Canberra. Oh, the Tigers survive a little bit of a scare. The Canberra dummy half makes a great run. Straight up the guts. That's Shantae Tamara. It's probably Tamara. Who the fuck knows? Who is that bloke? He's a familiar looking motherfucker. Darren Borthwick. Alright, Darren. I see you, mate. Got nice eyes. Alright, Tigers. Get it out to Harmony Crichton, who makes a nice carry off the scrum. Takes it up to around about the 40-metre line, gets it back to Faifua, who centres it in to... Oh, what? Oh, the referee says that they've lost the ball playing it. Says Harmony Crichton. Yeah, unfortunately Harmony Crichton put her foot on the ball twice, and Faifua has juggled it a little bit. She seems like she's got a bit of a temper, doesn't she, Faifua? I reckon she's the sort of bird that like would get real pissed off real easily, and you'd like just love trolling her. I reckon if she was like my mate, I'd just be like into her constantly just to see her fire up. She'd be super easy to fire up. I remember earlier in the year, like she actually tried to like get into a dust with like some big fucking like prop from another team. It was pretty good. She was getting, actually I think she might have even got like fucking like punched in the face, or like I remember like she had a little bit of like a swelling on her face after the scrap, and none of the Tigers girls came in to really help her. It was pretty weird, to be honest. Considering she's the smallest recorded human to ever play rugby league professionally. All right. Come on, girls. You only got to defend for 2 more here. Canberra get it left. Oh, they've got some numbers there. We go. Oh, did she ground it? Yeah. Oh, well. All right, 16 all, 7 minutes left on the clock. It's not an easy kick. It's a pretty hard kick for NRLW. So there's a good pass. Pretty bad defense there. There was just too much of a gap. Yeah, Manera a bit on the lead runner too hard. Yeah. Manera needed to trust Keezy coming across would easily clean up that lead runner, and left the gap open by hesitating. That's what you get, I guess, from not having experience playing league. She's a rugby sevens player. It's her first season of professional league, so... It's all right. Let's just make sure they don't kick the goal. Missed to the left. It doesn't look that hard from that angle, doesn't it? It feels like that's closer to the post than the try was scored. That try seemed way closer to the touchline than that. All right, 5:57 on the clock, 16 all. Canberra lining up a conversion to go 2 points in the lead. It's a big conversion. If she, it'd be quite a... Missed to the left. Thank you. Misses to the left. That's what we do. That's what we do here on West Tigers. We channel the mystical masters of the arts of manifestation, and we manipulate the outcomes of games. Join us on our quest to manifest the West Tigers' second premiership. I have like a spell card here somewhere. Manifest. It's like my trap card that I play when I really need the extras, you know. I manifest Canberra to fuck this up off the kickoff and give us the ball straight back. Like knock on Canberra or something. Knock on, forward pass, West Tigers win the game, all of that, something like that. Come on. I need some of that like indigenous smoke ceremony shit to clear the fucking probability waves. Knock on! Wow, it's a good set from Canberra. Good set. And now they're spreading it and they're isolating Monera again. But the defence muscles up there. So Canberra will kick it on the last from about 30 out. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Okay, it's a wobbly kick. I hate those ones. They're always sus as hell. Canberra catches it, 20 out, and stopped. So the Tigers will get the ball. 20 out, 4.5 left, 16 all. Game is anybody's. It's in the balance. Who wants it more? Who's got more in their gas tank at the moment? I'll tell you what the Tigers need to do. Low percentage shit. 1 out running. Don't drop the ball. Try to force a fucking penalty or something by threatening back through the markers. That was a bit high. All right, third tackle. Berryman Duff gets it and goes right to Keezy Apps. That's always a good play. She gets it up the halfway line. That's 4 tackles gone. Centers it now to Togatuki, who gets it onto Haukua, I think it is. Amelia Haukua. Faifua kicks it down to the Canberra players who get mixed up badly there, but thankfully they catch the ball. Oh, what? Yeah, I don't think that was a knock on. I think she caught it cleanly. Yeah, I don't see how this is a knock on. Knock on. Oh, it could be. I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, I think that the fullback did catch it. I think they're going to have to go with the on-field decision, surely. What do you think, chat? This is a very strange call. And if the Tigers get it here, do they try a field goal in NRLW? The rarest of rare? Yeah, okay, I guess. But, I think you got to go with the on-field decision there, surely. How do you rule on simultaneous when you have no capacity to slow down a camera frame enough to know who actually caught it first? Anyway, whatever. All right, muscle up, girls. Canberra coming out of their own end now. They're 15 out. Play the ball and carry it up over to the 35. What they're doing is what we should have done on the previous set. Straight up the guts. And now one of the Tigers players is injured and down in back play. So now they're defending a player down. And they're all over us through the ruck. So they're getting quick play balls. They're getting lots of space. Just going straight up the middle. That's what we need, though. Driving them backwards. Excellent defense. Driving them back over the halfway line on the last tackle. So Canberra now kicking it from inside their own half. And it's more of a field position kick than a threat. Pollard takes it cleanly and returns it out to about the 28-metre line. All right, 2.5 left on the clock. And it comes into Turnbull, who gets it on to Emily Bass, who... Oh, no, it's stripped 1-on-1. Oh, no. Fuck me. Man, they have been raking it fucking non-stop for the last 15 minutes. You would have to be more prepared for that. Fuck. Come on. To the right. All right. They're all over us here now. The girls. Oh, and they've dropped the ball. That was a delayed manifestation from earlier. Oh. All right, girls. 2 minutes left on the clock. Coming out from our own end, and the right person has the ball there. Turnbull with a carry. Plays it to Bass on the second tackle. Gets it to Togatuki, who Stutter steps and gets it out over the 20-metre line. She'll play it back now to Berryman Duff, who gets it right to Ruby Fafita, who's back on the field now, who gets it up and over the 30-metre line, who plays it. She'll play it back to Berryman Duff, who gets it right to Monero, onto Keezy Apps. Keezy straightens up and gets it up to near the 40-metre line. They're going to have to do more than this. Goes back to Manera, who centers it, and it's on to Togatuki. Togatuki is tackled on the last, and they are inside of their own half, so they will be kicking it back to Canberra by the looks of it. Faifua puts it up in the air, and there will be pressure on the fullback here, and she does well. She does take it. So it looks like, and that could have easily been a penalty by Burke there for a flop, but she gets away with it. Canberra now 30 metres out on tackle 2. The Tigers really need to muscle up here. They've got a minute to navigate. I don't know whether there's golden point in NRLW. I'm not 100% sure, but at 16 all, I don't think there is golden point in NRLW. I think they just do draws, but I can't remember. Oh, they've got a good quick play the ball there. Canberra now. Oh, good tackle there by Monera, saves a line break. Fourth tackle, Canberra 40 out, and they're bringing it back to the centre field. And the 15 is tackled 30 out, centre field on the last. 30 seconds left in the game, and it comes back to the 6. The 6 dummies, steps, gets the ball away, and the Tigers get the ball back. The Tigers will get the ball back with 20 seconds to go, but they're 25 out. Short of a miracle, it'll be 16 all at full time. Portia Burke with a hit up, and this will be the last play of the game or regulation, depending on whether or not there's golden point. And the Tigers look like they've shut up shop. They look like they're just going to play it out to full time. So 16 all, and the full time whistle goes, and it is golden point. There you go. Wowee, golden point. Exciting. And all players seem out on their feet. Go on, Noddy, get in there and say some shit. You're the coach, you fucking idiot. Ugh. All right, Noddy, come on. What are you going to say? All right, girls, gather around. I'm Noddy. I'm Brett Camorley. I've literally played rugby league for Australia and New South Wales. This is how to win a game. Go on, explain it. You're fucking Brett Camorley. All right, looks like Canberra will kick off, and the Tigers will be running from right to left on your screen. So the coach doesn't get a chance to get in there and actually talk to them, even though he's on the sideline? Oh, the commentator just said the Raiders have won a game in Golden Point with a field goal already this year, so they've got a field goal exponent. The Tigers are probably the worst kicking team in the NRLW, so if the Tigers are to win this, it's very unlikely going to come from a drop goal. Believe that. Oh, the Raiders are running from right to left. Okay. Sorry. And the Tigers are kicking off. So I had it completely asshole backwards. All right. Muscle up in defence, girls. Tigers are kicking off in Golden Point. It's going to be interesting. NRLW Golden Point. You can rule out the long distance drop goals. That's for sure. So it's pretty good. I'd say I would say that it's draw is the most likely outcome here after this 10-minute period, but we'll see. All right, tackle 1, 25 out. Togatuki really threatening to give away a penalty there. Good work, Sarah. How about you don't do that? Keezy muscles up in defence there alongside Amelia Hakua. I think that's her name. Let me get her name right. Yeah, Huakau, sorry, Amelia. Monera, one-on-one, does not make the stop, and away goes the Canberra number 11. She is a good player. She's a threat. And that was a roll ball. And that was completely missed by the ref. Canberra, oh no, it breaks straight down the middle. And it's Taufa, who's definitely their biggest threat, and they've dropped the ball. Tigers get out of jail. Wowee. Canberra, like, straight up the guts, and the Tigers get away with it there because the offload at the very end goes to ground. So now the Tigers will be coming out from their own end, deep in their own end. They're going to have to find something here if they're going to get anywhere near the Canberra try line. They need a penalty or they need to do something. And it needs to probably start with that person there, Caitlin Turnbull, but she's taken down 25 out on the third tackle. Berryman Duff to the left to Ruby Fafita, who just one out runs, carries it up over the 35. You're going to need to do a little bit more than that if they're going to get into any position to threaten here. Faifua wide, that's a little bit risky from inside your own end. She throws a cutout pass to Lily Rogan. On the last, Faifua puts it centre field to Turnbull, who just puts in a weird wobbly old kick, and it just goes straight down to Canberra, who will run all the way back to the 40 before they find a defender. That's not good signs. All right, Canberra play the ball 40 out. The Tigers are going to really need an error or something here for them to get enough field position to threaten to win here, or just something out of the ordinary, like Canberra dropping the ball and just, some sort of razzle-dazzle to come out from their own end. All right, left it comes to Taufa. Taufa runs straight and hard and is taken down by Togatuki and Berryman Duff. Canberra bring it back to that free running back rower, and on the last they are right in front, and it will come back and she will get an easy drop goal attempt and it will go straight over. That was fucking terrible. No threat at all. Absolutely, like, no one got... She had a million years to take that drop goal. Absolutely nobody put any pressure on her whatsoever. The markers didn't get out from marker. The girls were running the ball, jogging. Yeah, it was just... And unfortunately, the Canberra Raiders have won the game 17-16 and will keep the Tigers rooted to the bottom of the ladder. And now, unfortunately, the Tigers are 2 wins behind Canberra at the bottom of the ladder. So that's a big result in the scheme of the wooden spoon. Seems likely to, unfortunately, be ours in NRLW again this year. What a shame for the girls. All right, well, look. I still think that Caitlin Turnbull's gone, put it that way. All right, what's the final team list for the men's game today? So it looks like Stafford's in, and Tristan Hope is the 18th man. So Marcy is not 18th man after all. Tristan Hope is 18th man, and we are 1-17. Simi Sasangi has come into the Canberra side in the centres. Looks like that is in place of Sebastian Chris, who is a late exclusion. That's interesting. Sevilio Tamale is back in for Savage. And otherwise they are 1-17, I think. No? Yes. And Noel Martin comes onto the bench. Yeah, that was pretty miserable. Like, I mean, she could have fucking made a cup of tea before she took that drop goal. Such was the lack of pressure on her. Just way too quick of a play the ball. Not enough pressure. Oh well, half an hour until the kickoff in the men's, so I'll be here. I will be here. do you guys think of Lachlan Elias's TikTok? I reckon it's sick. Oh, Solomon Ifatape liked one of my TikToks. Hey, Solo. Come check out the YouTube live stream. We're going to be watching the game together this afternoon. I just watched the NRLW. The girls went down 17-16 to Canberra in Golden Point. What a shame! But come check us out on YouTube, and join the chat when you're sitting at home watching the Tigers versus Canberra. Just yeah, I'll be there. I'll be your mate when you got none. Just putting the TikTok up to see if I can get some more peeps to come in. What a shame! Let's come check us out on YouTube. All right, yeah, this might be a tough watch, fam. We might need to get around each other and have some virtual hugs and shit, because Canberra are they're gonna be in pretty pretty serious mode here, I think, because they win and they make the minor premiership theirs, so could be a long afternoon. But we are the West Tigers faithful, and we'll be here to watch anyway. We don't give a fuck. That's right. We do not give a fuck. Just give the ball to me. Decent ideas. Which one though? We have two. I know you're talking about Taylor, mate. Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he, Taylor? The boys are. I don't know. What's the vibe like on the field? They seem like they're in good spirit. The body language is good in like a sense of their like mindset is positive. Intensity, not really there. Yeah, not really there. Marcy's there, just wandering around. He's a gigantic human being. Holy shit! Look at the size of the lad. He's the guy number 18. If you don't know what you're looking at, in the middle of the group, they're not wearing the white shirts. He's wearing a normal jersey. But he's not actually named at 18. Tristan Hope is number 18. Marcy's just on the field warming up with everybody. Jeez, he's a big boy. Wait till you see him play first grade. He is a fucking freak, honestly. I know that there's a lot of hype around him, but he will live up to the hype. Like Marcy Mackesine will play Origin. He'll play for Australia. He's that good. He's just different. He's just different. Built different. He's like 18. He's only been 18 for about a month, and he already is built like the fucking most physically dominant center in the NRL. There he is in the middle of the field again. I'll be back. I've got to go run an errand. Enjoy looking at the wall for a bit. I'll be right back.
beef, bacon, smoky barbecue sauce, and crispy onions. Angus Grill Masters Barbecue Smokehouse. The burgers are better on Hungry Jack's.
How's your betting team? Any trades?
But why would I? Got reliability, value, flexibility.
Oh, I think a really good kitchen.
Really?
What?
Join HBF, your health drink team.
The Raiders on the verge of history, 80 minutes away from becoming the 2025 Lion Premiers, and the man who has orchestrated all this, the Raiders coach Ricky Stewart. I'm glad to say he joins us now on the Monday night. Ricky, thank you so much for your time. What gives you confidence that your boys will get the job done today?
We've got to go every day with a confidence. You've done the work and preparation that you have here. You've got to have some kind of confidence, and I'm sure I have too.
You talk about the Lion Premiership. Did you consider that?
Well, they know, they know what's on the line, and it's more important to make sure that we play well. But obviously, they do know what's on the line, but it's not something we've been promoting on.
We're just talking about the season you had, only 4 losses. And some of the games, we'll go back to last week's game, you're down 16-6, and you got cash. And that's happened more than, I think more than half a dozen times this year. You found yourself down, and there's been no change.
Well, when you were playing teams before, mate, where you know you can score twice, and you've got to try to see down the confidence they've got in knowing they can score points. He's a wonderful thing to have, and it comes from showing players. And we've got that, so that gives me great confidence. But we've got to work hard. We've got to defensively not work that breaking the scoreline first.
But Ricky, there's been plenty of talk about resting and teams doing it over the last couple of weeks. What's your plan? Does it change depending on the result today, considering the triple threat?
Let's get into this game. Just got to try and get a result today. That's the wrong way, man.
Talking about the ability to score points, I had a look at the team again, and I've been saying all year that it's a tackle breaking, offloading side that you have, forwards and outside backs. And I had a look at some of the numbers. It's like the tackle break player looks, Xavier Savage is not there. Sam Kamali, who comes back today, 14 games, he's almost got 100 tackle breaks. And then you've got Timoko, you've got Ethan Strange. Like, you get your kicking right, you get your defence right, and you just know you've got points in there to win.
And you've got to put yourself in position from a defensive point of view to make sure that you're scoring points and you're on the right end of the scoreboard. Without the 2 teams. But you've got to be up there too. I mean, you can't copy your post. You can't go and look at another team and say, I'm going to attack like them because you haven't got their athletes, you haven't got the athletes' advantage, the athletes' skill and ability. So, really, we've been playing towards what we've got as a team. We've got fast team, we're playing towards their skill and ability.
Talking about players and their ability, Ethan Strange this year has been incredible. Again, sort of a game breaker for you last week. How much confidence does he have in providing those moments, especially now we're getting to those crucial games in the season?
Yeah, there's we're not making movie, so there's no pressure on us. So, that's what's so good for the young guys. No one's giving us a chance, so there's absolutely no pressure on us whatsoever. So that's the good of the kind of young guys playing in these sorts of environments at this stage of the year.
You've
He said he's been happy to have you. He did have healthy teeth, and as for being brave, it's time to be brave all over again.
You say a lot about what you see. Not the sort of work that aren't always the biggest thing. You don't have to go to exotic locations or fill the air with suspense. No matter how extraordinary the scene, sometimes the greatest stories come from the smallest moments.
I would like to make carrots. Open and salted. I'm looking for something to fill up the salad.
Malfunctioning program looks to live as a magic.
It's Shaver Shop's Daily Raw Sales with up to 80% off great Father's Day gifts for every day. Put a smile on his doll with this War Pick Water Flosser, only $89. Make him feel like a boss with this transforming wet and dry electric shaver travel combo for just $119. Or this Transform You Super Plus trimmer, only $149. Let Dad honor his doll with a Pitbull Roll Color Edge Shaver for just $185. Get the best ever dad deals for Father's Day, only at Shaver Shop.
number 7-year-old. Joey Buller scored one of the tries of the season. Seems to be scoring a lot of tries of the season. It's been that good in 2025. And his fourth game back from a hamstring injury.
Yeah, he was exciting last week, Nigel Fainu. Not many starts at 7. But certainly good when he came off the bench. When they played the Raiders back in round 16, he really sparked something in the side and almost got them home. They went down narrowly 16-12, but there's certainly a fair bit of ability. It will be in the middle, whether is it Terrell May, Lenore Bolle, Alex Twal, Nate Matthews with the Canberra. That's where the game will be won and lost.
Not many packs have been able to do that this year. So Canberra were out for quite a long time. They had to be hurried back into the dressing room here and there, but no rush. And then quite contented to see the way the tide was out there. The NRLW game first year with the Tigers. Sitting on the come to play you. The new Morgan, strong in 2025. Over 100 metres a go. Listen, he was delighted at the Tigers this year as they took it over the top mark, returning after missing last week with a shoulder problem. Skelton, the number 5. 1-2 play in. Keeping it going. It's now Lure. Tries to work. Wonderful tackle one-on-one by Fogarty. Had to be hard. Back in now to May. There's Terrell just outside the 20, and this is the last coming up. I think it's going to be tricky with this Breeze. Not going to be the hands. Who is going to be trapped? Well, they tried to pull the Raiders with that last tackle play, and the Raiders holding on pretty comfortably.
Well, that option there, Victor, is Jerome Lloyd going after the fence and just skipping him over and trying to put Fahinu into a bit of space. There's the coach there.
Wonderful luck. Lewis Savage, that's terrible luck when Tamale comes in the week later, and he was fantastic. First few months of the season, Emilio Tamale. Now Young pushing forward. Look at the odds here. And he's up to halfway with ease. They should start with Cameron. Can't always say that about the Raiders. Strange. Good awards, Skelton lost no part of it. And it was the Brown side, the 40-metre line, so Tigers ball.
Yeah, just watching South Tamale there, he came to the sideline after that run and was just hobbling a bit on that leg up. We'll keep an eye on him. Maybe he'll just work it out, but Tamale looked to have a problem with the leg that is heavily bandaged.
Hasn't played since round 14, so that's what, 3 months ago. Round 26 now. Tigers. Building it up. That's a good strong run. See him in Manure. Now it's playing out with Golay getting it. Comes outside, Taylor and May. Get away from Tirico. Yes, everybody, but he's been in the second half for the last few weeks. Ducking under that shot there was Taruba. He didn't like it as he gets into it with another Nickelodeon player and Star. Final tackle. 1-2 play in. Wagner will go to work here, and Stewart looks uncomfortable. As well play in and trying to suffer it without looking. And all that is a penalty gets handed right. So a high shot here, which opens the eye of Terrell May.
Well, no one really wanted a part of that, did they? The ball got caught up in the wind and Jed Stewart was happy to let it see the ball bounce. Fahinu almost got it. If he gets a kick there and gets it through that Canberra line, there could have been trouble, but they get away with it. Off the back of the penalty, they're back in Tigers territory.
So, Canberra again start a set. Inside Tigers territory. These two engaged in a terrific contest a few weeks ago. They are only just winning. Opposite Campbelltown, Kamalini, Phil, inside the third.
don't qualify either when that means the Raiders get another set. Big challenge here for the Tigers.
All six backs on the left side here for Canberra on the open. And naturally all six Tigers out there as well. Oh, that goes the short side, but not this time. It's Young was punching it forward. More Canberra early. The Tigers really working over the rock. Now Australia's on the angle, stopping and blocking it out.
talked about this the last couple of years with the Raiders. They signed him up at the start of the year. They extended him until 2026. He's walked from that to be signed again until the end of 2028. So Winger is the player who signed 2 extensions with the club in the same season.
And of course, the Sunny started to set this, who's got a bit of calf tightness. So they decided to rest him, and it's the Sunny as he's done a number of times for the Raiders. Just playing in the seconds. He looks a bit ginger, doesn't he?
Yeah, it hasn't been good at all here. This is not the time of year to start to pick up injuries. It's been a pretty decent run for the Raiders. His average last week, though, was terrific. Although, so something that's encouraging. He's going to stay in the game and try and bobble that one off. Now, if you've just tuned in, 13 blocks, you can see it on your screen there. Canberra have their chances. The Tigers have repelled it very well. And the Tigers go in place a few moments ago. There is Sasani. That's good. That's good for the Raiders. Super Saturday here on Fox for him. Penalty. Penalty to Canberra. You just wonder with teams that are out of the running, how long can their resistance last? And Canberra will go on the attack again here. Let's go when he puts us in the touch. Hard to believe the Canberra Raiders are running on frontline premiership. 3 Cops, of course, 1989. They came outside the top 3 as it was then. 1992 they were minor premiers. 1994 Canterbury were minor premiers that year.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back. All right. 0-0 after 23 minutes. That's pretty promising. Now the Raiders trying to strip it off Happy. Fail. And Happy gets it off Skelton. He's away. Here we go. We only got one person in chat. Yeah, that's pretty... I would expect nothing different after just bailing on you for 45 minutes. All right, let's see how we go. Bole. He's off. He's up. Come on, boys. Guess a try. 6 more? Did he say 6 more? I swear I heard him say 6 more. Wow, that was pretty shit. What's up? What's up?